Okay.
This is what I call a jog jump. You ready? We don't stand on the middle tile when you're running over 2 tiles. Okay, so you can get over poison. Watch, I'm gonna do it again. Jog jump. Boom. I just went over that poison without getting poisoned. See that? So basically, in any order, boom, 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 boom. I hope that makes sense. Lure it right here. Come right here. When you see that swarm hit you, always, boom. You see that? It like literally did one extra thing instead of putting me in the corner. Watch this. Watch this. Places you can click, you know, you can click here or here depending on how, you know, you can click the middle of the rock, and it's like dealer's choice. Like how there's a skip for this. I think that's it. That's clean. Yeah, I'm not trying to show off anymore, I'm just trying to survive now. Okay, now you want to kind of get in front of this one so you can do bop, bop, bop. Do that whoop, you know what I'm saying? Alright. What's up, Scapers? It's your boy Talk here. We're gonna check out a normal 150 raid, an easy one, and we're gonna teach you how to do it. It's not gonna be the most in-depth guide ever. You know, I'm not gonna have lists of stats on the screen or do a whole bunch of crazy editing or anything. I'm just gonna bring you the easiest raid I can and show you how I do it. We got lots of strategies I've learned. You know, some of them I picked up myself, some of them I learned from watching streamers and from my buddies. Now, you guys are probably wondering about the drops. Like, I haven't had too much luck, honestly. Here's how it goes. In 42 normal raids, I've just had 2 threads, okay? You know, the cache of runes is just like you get maybe 500k of runes each or something. Anyway, one of my buddies that I was with, we had a trio and a sorry body split. That was about 560 mil at the time. Nice little 170 mil split each. But it's kind of weird, man. You know, I've been pushing really hard solos and a lot of good like duos, trios, and stuff. And we've only had 1 split, and that guy was like, it was like his 3rd or 4th normal completion. Anyways, so let's get to the raid here. You know, obviously we could put a little bit better gear on if we had more money, but here's what we're using. We're starting off with like a mage thing. We're only doing a 1 necklace and a 1 boot, 1 glove. We're swapping the capes though. Serpentine helm, of course, is pretty useful. Sanguinesi is nice because it has like the blood feature. Just have a cheap magic shield and, you know, like, you know, suffering, RI. The amulet of blood fury is so useful here. That's why it went up so much. I mean, it heals you anytime you're meleeing, and it's useful for when you're range and maging too. Just it's a good necklace to have, but it doesn't heal you when you're ranging and maging. Anyway, you know, Bandos, the bow of Ferdinand, the Bofa is amazing here. I'm torn between the BGS and the hammer, but the hammer does work as a hammer for the monkey room, so that's like kind of a slot save. You don't have to like juggle so much. And we're just gonna bring in a 1 dose because we only need, like, you know, 1 sip after Zebak room. DDS, of course, for the core at the end, and we have a blowpipe is what we're trying out for the obelisk. That's what people are saying is really good. Okay, so let's get to the raid itself. We have a really easy raid today, guys. Really easy. So now there's a plugin. First off, I want to tell you guys about in the hub. You got to download it. Let's see. Tombs of Amascut here. So I started it and turned it on, and it's got swap the deposit pickaxe to a left click. Enable presets, which is this. Okay, so we have presets. And also it swaps begin, swap, leave to like a left click. There's a screenshot button right here, which is I'm literally going to screenshot this these invocations for you guys and put it in the video and in the description so you can see it. It's a really easy raid. I'm going to talk you over what the invocations are in a second here. And then here's some other, you know, so you want to do the resource pack. And I'm also using like tile indicators just to know my true tile. That's really useful here, especially in like Akkha's room when you're trying to lure when you're tank and some other kind of things. You know, so I have true tile and you know, anyway, so those are useful. Probably some other ones I'm missing, but we're just gonna try and run through this as quick as possible, guys. Okay, so obviously 150, everything is possible, and okay, so softcore run. This is just, you know, you can die 3 times. I actually try to go for hardcores a lot, but you know, we're just gonna do an easy run today. On a diet means we can't eat food in there, so we're not gonna be able to use the bandages. Or it's like the wrap, I guess, or any food. So we're gonna pre-eat and then just use a bunch of potions to get through it. Okay, lively larva. This is so easy. You can pray range against them, and all you have to do, and you can like blood barrage them for health and stuff. Okay, more overlords. That's a little bit difficult, but we're gonna process how to deal with them. It's not gonna be hard. And Kephri's dung. I'm gonna show you some cool lures for Kephri's dung, so you don't get stuck in a corner or in like away from the boss. Alright, not just like Zebak ads are easy except for his stomach. So do not just the head, arterial spray and blood thinners. Like this just gives him blood magic, and I mean that's it. Like you just have to dodge the blood balls basically. Jungle Japes gives like the little baboons. It makes them throw bananas, which you have to dodge, but it's really free 5. And then the Shockwave from Baba's Slam. This is something you want to dodge diagonally because it is going to be wider and hit. And then we actually took off penetration, which is going to make the obelisk a little bit less potent. And then just normal overclocked acceleration and ancient haste. So okay, again, I took a screenshot, and the invocation list is literally, it's like a perfectly formatted, perfectly cropped JPEG. You know, I'm going to show it on screen for just a second, but we're going to get into it right now, guys, okay? So here we go. We're going to pre-pot, and, you know, I was thinking of doing a 50 invocation or, like, maybe an easier entry or whatever, but honestly, I'm going to keep that on screen for them. But anyways, long story short, I think everybody can do this raid, and I'm gonna take in just 4 restores, but I'd suggest you take 6 if you're just learning. This is gonna be easy though, guys. Watch how easy this is. Now we don't even need a stamina potion. Like, it sometimes is handy, but like I'm running without it now. All right, so we start with Zebak. Now you're gonna want to like either take in a 2-handed weapon and then put on your, you know, hand and defender or whatever, or drop something here. I kind of like to actually take the Bofa in and then swap the mage in half the time, but I'm going to show you guys like the juggle method. Okay, I like to go this one. Now you see I have these tiles marked in between. These are the safe tiles. I got the jug right. Okay, sorry, screwed up. Now you want to wait for that one to go by, and this one's like about as far as you can get. Now you see the green's not coming. And then we get out as soon as that's fully away. Okay, now you got to be careful, but there's a lot of ways to like cheese this and stuff. Now we have a crocodile here. We're gonna freeze him. Good, we got the freeze. He is totally frozen. I could kill him, but we're not gonna even worry about it. Now let's go ahead and go to this one. Now this one is the easy one, because the left side comes in and the right side goes out. Okay, you see how this goes? The order of the spikes comes in and out like this. Okay, now we might have to kill this guy. We might lose some. Oh, that was so cheesy. I'm so glad that worked out. Okay, might have wanted to kill him actually. So, but we got lucky. Didn't take no damage, I don't think. And we're gonna go in here, drop a pot. We're gonna go ahead and swap some Ritos. He's still not gonna attack for like a little bit, so you have a second. I think BGS is better against this guy, so, you know, just consider that. And we're just gonna like chill on this. Like, honestly, I'm gonna flick, because you can read these so late and like have it on for so like, you know what I mean? Okay, anyways. Now, this is kind of a problem. Like, see, that was maybe a little bit more complicated than it needed to be, but we're going to deal with it. This is what I call a jog jump. You ready? We don't stand on the middle tile when you're running over 2 tiles. Okay, so you can get over poison. Watch, I'm going to do it again. Jog jump. Boom. I just went over that poison without getting poisoned. See that? Because you don't register in the middle tile when you run 2 tiles. And it happens, same thing for every middle tile. Let's get back into the fight. He's about to do a rock phase, and we gotta push the clams. Well, they're actually called jugs, but I call them clams. Into position, and make sure that they are gonna explode. Like this one's probably the one we're gonna need to push. Oops, I'm on top of poison. Okay, push it, and then right about now attack it. Keep your prayers on. Good. We cleared a lot. All right, so we're good. There's another time we can flick. The damage read is really late. It's like when the orb or the rock hits you, it's really late. Like almost when your damage registers. Okay, we have another one of these. Okay, so I'm gonna try and destroy this one. I'm gonna pull this one and hit it. Watch out for your prayers. I thought I clicked that, but I guess I didn't. That's okay, we got out of that pretty easily. It sounds like he's enraged, so we just skipped a rock phase, is what happened. And we are kind of low, so I'm going to flick, even though it's enraged. After the blood guys come by, because that's a little bit hard to flick and do bloods at the same time. See, we're kind of low on prayer, and I don't want to sip. I don't want to sip at the end of a fight, you know? Because we're going to get all of our restore back. See? Right here. Alright, so turn your prayers off, because it's not going to end with the new plugin. We can left click, but don't forget your shit on the ground. Like I always do. I've left so many brews right there. Alright. Yes, and now I go to Kephri. Because I think this is another free fight. Like, we didn't eat anything in that fight. Now, I'm going to show you some... actually, I might pause the recording right here, but I'm going to bring up, just for all of our sake, some solves for this room over here. Part 2, coming up. Okay, we're back. Same raid, same time, just needed to bring up a screen over here and I wasn't sure if it was going to screw up the recording, so I just paused it anyway. Now, I like to start with this room if it's possible, because I don't like the enemies distracting me, and this is the best chance to do this without distractions. Now, the spawns are range prey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Watch this jog jump. You ready? I'm gonna jog over that. I don't step on it. Same thing here. Jog jump. But, okay, but the jog jump doesn't work in this room. Okay, the jog jump works in here if you do it right, but not in this room. You hit every tile you path over in this room. So just no, beware of that. Okay, now I like to do this with my Bofa just because it's free and it's quicker. So you can one-tick these pillars and try and get them right. So there, boom, I already have 2 right. That was pretty lucky. Okay, you just have to get the right order. It's kind of like Simon Says, but you have to guess the pattern or whatever. Okay, so now we're good. Now we're going to switch back to our magic gear. So, alright, so I have over here, where I'm going to bring up the, like, on this side of the screen, we're going to see the solution. And I'm going to show you kind of how we're going to work this out. Now, we have it to where we could do the 2 corners, and that's a really easy solve. Okay, so let's turn the 2 corners on. Alright, so that's an easy solve. That's one of our possibilities. What we have to do, here, let's go ahead and kill this guy, / beat off of him while we think a little bit. Yes, that's right. Okay, over here. This is the middle solve. If you see it on the picture here, we need to hit the open tile and the 2 ones around it on both sides. So basically, in any order, boom, 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 boom. I hope that makes sense. So that was how you did it. I hit all 6 of those red highlighted tiles on that picture, and we got it done. Now this one's pretty easy. Okay, now if you look at the beginning of the room, all the way at the beginning, there's a wall that has these pictures, and opposite has the numbers. But it's really easy no matter what. This is 1, this is 2, triangle is 3, diamond is 4, palm or hand is 5, like you got 5 fingers, bird is 6, backwards 7 is 7, W is 8, and boot is 9. Okay, so that's the order, that's what the numbers are. And another quick thing is this straight line right here is always 30. These tiles are always the same. So this line right here is always 30, and it's usually over 30. So if you just run over that, you can sometimes complete it instantly. Now you check this thing and you check your chat window to see what it says. It says 34, so that's really easy. Check it out. We're gonna literally run across this for 30, because that's 9, and this is 9, that's 18, 20 with the 2, 3 and 7 is 30. Okay, and then 4 for 34. Really, really easy. Try and get your health back on these guys. I might have killed them without getting health. Oh, okay, anyways. So then I check all these to see what there are. We have diamond, star, W, 2, boot. Okay, diamond, star, W2, boot. Okay, so now we know that order. Now let's figure out what we got over here. Star. Diamond, star. Why didn't it? Oh, because I already had the boot over here. Okay, so that's fine. That's actually good. Now we're back over here. W. Diamond, star, W. That was this one. Let's just go ahead and click one just in case we get lucky. Not this time. 2. Okay, and that's also the star. Diamond, star, W2. Okay, and now we know what this one is. Diamond. Okay, and boot. Try and get your health back on this guy. He disappeared. That's okay. Okay, now this is where we're going to use our last sips. Probably won't need range, but just in case, sometimes you get stuck in a poopy, but not today. I'm going to show you some really nice tricks, and we're going to hopefully have a nice perfect diagonal to work with. Alright, so we're going to put on our melee gear. I'm going to try and spec him. This guy seems a little more weak to the Warhammer than the BGS, is how I anecdotally feel. Let's go ahead and eat up. Okay. And next step is the super combat, and go ahead and sip the range pot. Now you can pray magic to half the fireball damage. We're not even gonna worry about that though. I should have spec'd him. Oops. Yay! Okay, one good spec. Okay, now I come over here, because within 3 of his fireball attacks, he does a swarm poopy. Call it mud, poopy, whatever. Alright. Okay, we just have piety on for now. Okay, now I do an X step, which is where I step here and I step back. And then that ensures that I never step on the same tile twice. See, like if I was just doing a forward back, I would sometimes be in that, but if you're in the X step, you're never on the fireballs. And you can hit them with 2 sometimes. Okay, look, we have the scarabs. Okay, I'm gonna pray range, because this guy and the eggs that are about to spawn, and watch out for kamikazes. Okay. Watch out also for how you path back to attack the next guy sometimes, because you can go back into your kamikaze you're trying to get away from. So be really careful. Okay, now we're gonna come back over to... Oops, he has 1 HP. Now, if you want to, you can try and attack some of these swarms, but it's not going to make a huge difference unless you have a team and like blowpipes and stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna come over to this side because we're gonna have another ads or mobs or whatever extra enemies spawn in a minute here. And we're praying range against these guys too. These guys, it totally nullifies. What if you don't pray range? They damage you a little bit, but it also heals the boss's shield, so you'll be here forever. Okay, Poopy, come lure it right here. Come right here. When you see that swarm hit you, always, always, boom. You see that? It like literally did one extra thing instead of putting me in the corner or or getting me stuck. Now, if you did it wrong, if you were standing right here, it would have put a straight line right here, and I would have been stuck in that corner if I didn't get out of it properly. Okay? I might show you guys what that looks like at the end. And try not to get actually stuck in that, but show you what it looks like. See, my health is still super high, but if I wanted to, I could blood barrage the mofos, and they stack up really nicely most of the time. Like, sometimes they're like up to 6 of them stacked up at a time. Right now we have 4 of them. Okay, Poopy, lure. Oh, we forced it. Okay, so now, okay, watch out. So, now, kamikazes. Okay, we want to attack this guy first. If he gets all 8 of his balls before he teleports, we have to pray mage, or we take a huge amount of damage. Ooh, just dodged that one. Did you see that? Oh, watch your prayer. Watch your prayer. That was a party foul. Okay, we're back to good. We're back to good. Now, kamikaze. I am about to die, so we're not good. We're not good. That's okay. That's okay. So, like, I'm not gonna have my super combat dose anymore, but we're gonna be okay. We're almost done with this fight. I panicked a little bit there, but hey, you know what? We're gonna be okay. Probably could have done without eating, but I wanted to be safe. I didn't want to die on this recording. Alright, Poopy lure, corner, boom. Okay, there's a big warning when on the 3rd shield phase, when he gets to 0 and his shield goes off, it's just his HP. He does an automatic, immediate Poopy or whatever. So you gotta either learn to lure that or get ready. Maybe put your bow on or just be ready to get in place after the poop. Someone count how many times I say Poopy in this. Alright, anyway, let's keep moving on. Alright, so watch. Okay. So we got lucky and actually hit the damage. Now you can't normally lure that. That was actually a perfect tick though. Not to brag. Normally you would have got a line right here or right here where I was. And then I would have got stuck probably either in this corner or... Well, you can actually... Watch. Okay, watch. I'm going to show you. You get a straight line here. Oh, maybe not. We got a diagonal again, luckily. Because it's confused. It wasn't sure whether that was a diagonal or a straight line there. Well, that was... So that's how to lure the mud or the poop, okay? So... Just hit the corner whenever you see that swarm around you. Pray range against most of the stuff, except for that arcane. You really would have got to deal with that arcane. So we pretty much got out of that without eating anything, but it's actually good that we ate and came out of that fairly quickly. Like, you know, we didn't have to worry too much. Now we got a lot of ambrosia here and salts. Now we can't use these silk dressings. These crystal scarabs are super useful. I think I'm just going to go ambrosia so I can show you guys how... Also how we use the liquid adrenaline in the next fight or two. We don't need the ambrosia right now, actually. Put that back in there. Don't accidentally drink it. You might need it later. Okay, salts. I'm going to sniff a salt right here. Might need to sniff it by the Akkha fight if this next room takes too long. Okay, so there's a few methods of thought here. The crystal pickaxe and 99 mining, you can hit up to 21, and it usually one phases the obelisk in the middle, okay? But it doesn't always. And also, the crystal pickaxe spec costs 100% of your, you know, your special. And so, if you use that without an adrenaline, see, the problem is it doesn't even always one down it, even with a spec. So I don't even use this spec. Go ahead and drop a few brews. Don't forget to pick them back up. Also, with the salt on, you can over brew, basically. Like, it's kind of like an overload. You just have to give it time to, like, restart. Now let's practice OSHA safety. Get away from that black ball that's about to spawn. Okay, put this guy in place when we are fully ready. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a liquid adrenaline and show you what it looks like. That was about as quick as you could hit. Seemed like it was late. Maybe it was a tick or two late. See, that was with the spec. I'm hitting like 19, 20, maybe it is. There we go, got a lucky one face. Okay. Now we're gonna put on our mage gear actually to start. Why am I? Oh, didn't mean to put the blowpipe. See, this isn't a perfect recording or anything. I'm just trying to show you guys how we do it. See, now my gear's all messed up. Alright, so we're gonna want to use the liquid ambrosia. I'm sorry, the liquid adrenaline. And I'm really messed up right now. That dab got me right. Okay, so turn on your long range for your mage weapon. You want to attack him mage first. You may want to sip your stamina potion, but we're going to down him with these weapons in one phase, so here's how it goes. Go ahead and heat up if you want. Again, this stats will come back in a few seconds. You don't want to go in there when he's right by the door, because like this is where you spawn. This is not the greatest. That's okay, because we just got our stats back. Okay, I can work with this. Okay, and literally just click the point. Like I do the tile after the point you're going for. Okay, here's how we do it right. Not like that. Okay, you can hit him in the middle, and you can hit him at the end. You can hit him in the middle. You can hit him at the end. Hit him in the middle. Hit him at the end. There you go. Just click. There you go. And now anyone you like. I go in a kind of a set pattern with my boys normally, so we kind of do the same thing every time. Now I actually want to get over here and switch to my melee gear. Take him down melee, but you can use that sanguinesti or whatever on long range to hit him a little bit while you get in place. And you can actually lure him around, but you want to watch, because when this goes full, there's going to be a ground spec. Now you want to pray range over. This is good. This works perfect. Liquid adrenaline. Ready to spec time. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Good, good. Positive. 57. Okay. 64. Looking good. We just hit nothing. We just hit nothing. We just hit another positive. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We just faced him too. Alright, now next thing is we're going to pray mage. He always switches when that's okay. Watch it. Watch this. Watch this. See, I learned that before Whoops, but you know it's all good. It was bound to happen. It's a pretty usual thing to do. Now you want to take him down with melee, but he was already so low, and they are weak to whatever. I think melee is the best. They're weak too. Okay, here we go. Swap to melee gear again. Get everything proper. Okay, now that's melee overhead. It's always that same order. Melee, range, mage. Melee, mage, or range, mage, you know what I'm saying? It's always the same. And the same order of attack styles on him too. So it's always predictable. Now, right now we want to attack him with mage. I could have predicted that a little better. Gonna get kind of in place. Okay, don't want to die, so we're gonna heat up our prayer. Do a swap to range overhead. So we're gonna. I honestly didn't see what it was. Was it yellow? Okay. Yeah, watch out. When these bars fill up, they do the existing shadows do a ground spec, so you want to take out the shadows as quick as possible. That's part of the cycle. We take like 20 damage plus burn or freeze or whatever. Okay, now he's about to switch to magic. Called it. Meaning we're gonna range him. Always, always, always. You pray magic, you range him. It's a nice cycle. Get into the rhythm of it. It's very Zulra. If you do Zulra, it's even more like formulaic than Gauntlet. It's really easy to get into the rhythm of this boss if you can recognize it. Okay, so now this is a good time to eat up. Luckily, the Sanguine Estes healed us to full. We still have salt power, so we're going to eat another and safe up with the restore sip. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do a EDS specs and pray Mage Overhead to reduce the damage from these puffballs. Okay, it reduces it by about 5 damage. If you pray Redemption, you're not gonna get the proper amount most of the time. It's like the puffballs will kill you through Redemption most of the time. Now that was actually a really lucky end phase because we got huge Warhammer specs, but check the ground, we didn't leave anything behind. Alright, good. So that was pretty awesome. That was a really good fight actually. We got lucky, but just I wanted to show you guys that he's formulaic. You know, it's always start with your mage gear on and, you know, melee overhead, and then you go to attack melee with your you know, range pray over, and then mage pray overhead with range gear. Always the same cycle. Now the hammer, I keep saying BGS, that Dragon War hammer, it counts for a hammer, so you don't need to pick one of those up. Everybody needs one of these. Okay, when you get the sight of whatever, you see skulls over this or this when you're solo, but you can also see skulls over other players. The one skull going to another player just means it's swapping the sight. But when it has like kind of like an Ankh or whatever that, like, you know, Egyptian symbol is over the other players, that means they're corrupted. And we go to this DD spot, which means death dot, which means everybody pile on, go right here, and then somebody, usually the person that has the Akhamantan sight, does the neutralizing potion to neutralize everybody's corruption, and then everybody can spread out again. If they don't do that within, you know, 10, 20 ticks or whatever, everybody takes like a huge amount of damage. Same thing with the vents and the pillars, but we're going to show you guys that. Okay, now we start with our mage gear. It's always the same cycle. It's not going to be the same holes or the same amount, but it's always the same monkeys in the same cycle. Okay, so we have the melee monkeys that we mage them, just in case we pray some overheads, just, you know, just for showing, for safety. Okay, next we're going to neutralize these vents and pray range for these monkeys. You want to call out vents or pillars or DD for your team runs. Or say V, P, or DD in chat. Okay, pray mage overhead for these mage monkeys. That's always that cycle. Okay, we'll get used to it. Next, we're gonna have kind of a mix of things. Okay, so I'm not worried about ice barrage in this guy, but I want to have ice barrage ready to freeze volatile monkeys and to freeze the cursed monkeys. See, that volatile monkey needs to freeze. And we need to pray range overhead. Go ahead and get our melee gear on. Attack these guys proper. Alright. Okay, mage overhead. We froze that first guy so we didn't screw up our area. Oh, this guy got stuck behind the pillar. Okay, now it looks like we have a range phase and we have volatile, so we're going to try and freeze them before they get to us. You can also, I'll show you a lure, watch. You can lure him by either having him come to you and then running away. If you're within a tile or two of him, he'll kick your ass though with like 30. I don't think you can pray against him either. Now, go ahead and freeze this guy. I don't think that killed him. Yeah. Okay, let's try and lure this guy. You can run through sometimes, but you want to be careful with that. Let's go ahead and put on our range gear because shamans and the cursed are weak to that. Do the vent. Freeze the other guy if we have a chance. Yep, okay. Okay, range the mage guys. We're getting a little bit low on health, so we want to probably blood barrage some of these guys here. Let's go ahead and try a blood barrage on this guy too. Looks like I've got a lot of melee monkeys coming, so it'll be a good time for a barrage. Okay. Now the shaman guy, he keeps spawning melee guys, so that will keep this room going forever. If you don't realize that, and or is a good chance to get some blood barrages out, because if you need a lot of these monkeys, like they only heal a couple each HP each, because they only have like 3 to 5 or... Now you only need to do 1 vent or pillar or whatever per person in the lobby. So for 2 people you gotta do 2, for 4 people you gotta do 4, 1 person. Yep, simple as that. I guess we missed that freeze. I don't think we're gonna get a safe freeze on this guy like this, and he's trying to get closer. You can do any of these pillars, you know, when you're solo. It doesn't have to be the same one, so you can be mobile like that. Now, let's go ahead and let's take out this range guy, because he's obnoxious. He's the one guy really nice mostly right now. But also the shaman, once he has enough spawns, he'll start maging you, so we gotta be aware of that too. Go ahead and try and hit the most of these guys possible. Freeze these fools. Okay, do the vent. Luckily we killed him with that freeze. Let's try and get a blood off real quick. Some of these guys. Get the fuck out of there! Woo! That was close. These are both, like you can like freeze and blood these guys with the both of you on usually. So I kind of just mainstay the range here. Now it looks like our phases are pretty much over. Like I think we just had our last crazy phase. Let these guys up. Try and, you know, if you did everything right and just did overhead praise, you will use just enough prayer for this, like for 1 whole use. Also, we're gonna salt up before we go in here. I probably should have salted up before I went in there, but it actually went okay. Salt, go ahead and whip out an ambrosia just in case. Baba can spec you out. This can be a pretty tough boss. Now we're gonna go ahead and BGS. My motherfucker, that's probably the 15th time I've said that too. You know what I mean, guys. Okay, salted, so we can do an overeat, and we're gonna restore, but we didn't need that for the comeback. We needed it for the prayer. Go ahead and kind of inventory manage a little bit. I kind of like to hug the ambrosia and some other stuff. Okay, now I wish I had a liquid adrenaline still, but we used it on Akkha, which is actually a worthy opponent to use it on. And you don't need, unless you're speedrunning, you don't need to one-phase that pillar, guys. I just wanted to show you how it looks, you know, that it can happen. Now, I like to hang out kind of near the bottom, because when you get roll phased, you want to be here anyways, just so you're not on the ground so long. Now you want to run diagonal from that, but I was just trying to get the hell away that time. Okay, you want to go toward a rock. Now with this other rock, I'm going to show you something if I can. Okay, now I don't have a stamina potion on me, but I'm going to show you ring around the rubble, okay? There's a few places you can click. You know, you can click here or here, depending on how, you know, you can click the middle of the rock, and it's like dealer's choice, like how far you need to lure him and stuff. He will swap, like he'll come back the other way around if he senses you coming back around too far. See that? Yeah. So no. But this is a really, you know, but careful if you have the mind the gap one on, because like we're in the middle here. And if he phases and you don't notice, he'll flinch. He always flinches right before he phases, so you'll see it really obvious with this ring around. Unless he does a spec like that and does the thing. Okay, no, keep ringing. He'll, if you keep doing this, he'll not rock toss you. Only if you're solo. Okay, there we go. Now I would have been dead if I had to mind the gap on, but we don't have it on. Okay, now let's try and get through this. There's a skip for this. I think that's it. That's clean. Okay, now you gotta attack him for him to get out of rock phase. Now, if you want to eat up there, that's a good chance to eat up or whatever. Switch your gear, make sure you have your shit on, and then attack him because he's totally stupid. He just keeps tossing rocks at nothing. Good chance to get my prayer up. Now I don't have stamina, so this is gonna be tough because I did the ring around the rubble without a stamina. So we're gonna put on our bow and try and get crafty here. Even though he's weak to stab, we wanna have some options with distance a little bit. Because also we haven't had a monkey phase yet. Don't run, don't run. That was not a run. That's a move. You wanna move away from that and that? Oh boy, that's definitely a move. Okay, we really want some run for the next Donkey Kong, you know, rubble phase or whatever, roll phase. Yeah, see, I want to hit him from over here while he's doing that kind of shit. That's why I have the bow on right now. And also for this. Okay, I don't have much run, so we're gonna have to be crafty here. I'm just gonna hang back. I showed you guys the skip. You know what it looks like. Careful not to click the rocks. You gotta be really careful clicking in between tiles and stuff like that, trying to run over like that. We're just gonna hang back. Bofa 1 hits these rocks, especially with rigor. Rigor helps. See what rigor. I think we're hitting higher than the rocks health even without rigor, so I don't think we need to burn the rigor. Yes. I think we're hitting 45s or something like that. Okay, so we didn't use our run so much there, so we can kind of chill on our melee gear. Looks like we're gonna. Okay, see, that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm scared of. Now, salve like works here, but if you have a blood fury, you want to wear that because you have a higher max hit and you get the heals back from melee attacks, and it's useful for range stuff too. So it's just kind of like. The only reason to wear salve is if you want accuracy. Like, I anecdotally feel that, like, I hit my max hit and good hits way more often with the salve on, but the blood fury hits higher and you have the blood heal effect, so it's kind of like, you know, if you don't have the blood fury, wear the salve, yeah. Easy game. Easy game. And we're to the boss fight, plenty of food left. We have an extra ambrosia, so we could go for the chaos if we need more stuff. But we're gonna go for power because I'm gonna try to do the two-phase. I'm gonna try to do the two-phase core. It's kind of tough, but you know, somebody's got to do it. All right, now they say blowpipe's good in here, but I don't have 2 weapon slots right now, so hold on. One salt should be enough for the whole fight. And salt, so over sip. Now we want to offset this one. Why? Because starting with range is a lot better for this one. Also, depending on which warden you offset, decides what demi-boss phantoms attack you during the final phase. So if we attack, if we have, we stand on the right and offset and do attack, end up having this guy, we're going to have Akkha and Kephri. Kephri is always a mage prey, and you can always just kind of dodge the fireball. And Akkha telegraphs really easily and before like which you need to pray, and it's always the same start, so you can always start with range pray when he appears. Makes the final fight practically eatless if you're good with your tile work. So blowpipe, inventory manage. Okay, ambrosias are nice and accessible. I may drop a brew just so I'm just like kind of clear-headed here, because I definitely want to have this and my DDS accessible. Warhammer's going in reserves. Bofa needs to be accessible, but I'll have it here. That's fine. This is fine. Okay, I'll put it like here because then I'll swap with the blowpipe. Minutia, but you want to be prepared for this fight. You don't want to go in haphazard and screwing around with potions and stuff. Now you could use your liquid adrenaline here to heal up a little bit, but we're not too worried about that. We have so much supplies. Now, ideally you want to move a little sooner, but the safe time to move is when you hear that sound. Okay, and that's enough of a lure. That's enough of a swap to get these UFO things offset. We're doing pretty good with our DPS on the pillars, so we may not take as much damage. I don't think praying helps with these. This is a DD ball. This is a get the fuck away from your teammates ball, okay? So everyone knows. That's move back here. I screwed up there a little bit, but I didn't get hit from the UFO. I got hit from the ball. Okay, now it's the red ones. You should probably go back to this tile when you're soloing. This is like the safe tile. I haven't marked. Please. Nope, I'm gonna hit by this too. Damn it. I got lucky. I didn't get hit. Okay. Eat up here. Okay, normally it's mage overhead. You want to attack this guy with range. Swing is a range. And you want to stay away from him because he has a melee attack. Or you could try Bridge Prey, but I like to just stay away. When you get too far away, you might not hear his sounds. Oh, that's range. Ooh, that was close. White is range, red is melee, blue is, you know what I mean? Alright, I did not get the full spec off. But we're gonna do as much as we can, okay? We're a little late, that's okay. We'll just go to about 50 and save the other half of the liquid adrenaline for the other half. Go ahead and do one more. We'll get that back. Okay, that's fine. You could have done better. I could have been way more ready for that, but that's okay. We were moving and talking and catching prayers and stuff. It's just, you know, it happens. It'll probably be a 3-phase. Don't feel bad if you get a 4-phase on solos. Just feel bad if you die. You wanna dodge those coming down because they turn the prayer off and hit pretty hard. But you can DD underneath the skulls, like the shadow of the skull, and not take anything, so it's kind of a unique thing. I fucked up royal there. I really fucked up there. I don't even have prayer, bro. Wow, I really screwed up there. Hey, that's okay. Like I said, you know, I'm kind of trying to say don't feel bad because that's exactly what might happen right here. Now we're gonna be a 3-phase, but that's okay. I expected that. Okay, that's a D. I have a DD spot over there, but we're kind of screwing up right now. We're just making it happen. You saw how I dog jumped over that to try and stay safe. When those lightnings hit you, it really hurts. You hear swing, that's range overhead. Swing, range over. Okay, switch your melee gear again. Try and keep it all in a good spot. Fighting on, trying to get the most out of it. Eat up here, right here. Eat up. Pray up. It could be an ambrosia moment if you were low enough, but I'm not gonna worry about that, okay? Warden's nice and slow. Oh, we want to attack it with range. I messed up there. Okay. Everything's kosher. We didn't take no damage. Okay, we just sipped our last prayer, so we're gonna have to use ambrosia for prayer now. But that's okay. We have so much of it, we're not gonna worry so much. Salt up again because we had a pretty long last phase. Okay, we're about to get the first skull phase. This tile is a safe spot because if you stand the tile closer, now there's probably a way to do this one better. I just do the cross pattern. I don't know. It feels weird when you go in a circle. Oh, I could have hit him way earlier. I'm stoned, guys. You guys want to see some quick move tech? That was wrong. And that's some bad quick move tech. I'm afraid range overhead. Get your melee gear on again. It could be either. I messed up on that. That's okay. Still alive, baby. That's what matters. Still above ground. Haven't planked yet. Okay, you see him? He stomps his thing. That's mage over now. You can always tell he's gonna change because he telegraphs it really, really easily. Okay, now we have Kephri on the map. You just have to not stand on previous tiles. That's easy. But also watch your prayer overhead for the Akkha as well. Okay, like he just switched to range. I saw it. Okay, this is easy. This is easy. Okay, see? Boom, boom, bap. Boom, bap. Probably get another hit in before I can move. Yep, that's it. That's it. Okay, chilling. He's about to go to mage. There we go. Don't stand on the same tile. We are fucking chilling. Yeah, I'm not trying to show off anymore. I'm just trying to survive now. Okay, now you want to kind of get in front of this one so you can do bop, bop, bop. Do that whoop. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Switch to range. 2 hits for a move. I needed that for prayer anyway. Age. 2-step hit. 2-step hit. Step 2 hit. Step 2 hit. Step 2 hit. Step 2 hit. Try and time with the lightning too. He's range over. He's range over. Just caught that one. Step 2 hit. Step 2 hit. Step 2 hit. Step mage. Missed that. That's okay. First damage. Step 2 hit. Wait for the lightning. Kind of step 2. Okay, I was trying to time it with the lightning. 2 hit. Step 2 hit. That's not safe. That's not safe. Step 2 hit. Step 2 hit. Easy. It took like 1 or 2 hits. And that's how it's done, guys. Turn on all the purple fucking prayers you can. You know, maybe, you know, some smite, redemption, hearts over, whatever you like to do for some luck. You know, a little emote and some spins. You know how it goes, guys. Wish me luck. I'm sensing nothing, but, you know, surprise me. Surprise me. Surprise me. What do we got? What do we got? I see a key on my chest, so it's not a purple. That's fine. That's actually a pretty good chest right there. 715k. I've seen up to like 1.15 mil, but that's a pretty good chest. So, that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this helped you. Sorry for calling things the wrong things and being a sloppy stoner, but you know, hopefully this helps. You guys get through a nice, easy 150 invocation. Go ahead and check that list down below. There's a picture in the description. Thanks again, guys. Keep it real. And good luck.